can I help you?
No, can I help you?
My child and my wife are in this van. Can you step back from my door, please?
Right,
now. No, step back out of my personal space. Step back out of my personal space.
What do you think we're doing? Are we going somewhere today?
Yes.
Where are we going?
Holiday.
Are we going on holiday for the weekend?
Yes.
And what are we doing? What are we going on holiday?
In a camper van.
Wolfie.
Yes.
Welcome back, and in this week's video we experience the good, the bad and the downright ugly sides of van life, all in one weekend in the Peak District.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. You find us here at the Peak District.
We're just outside of Buxton.
On a cold and misty morning.
Yeah, it's turning very autumnal now.
It
and
is.
We've got the lovely misters down, and we've come up on the old Roman road, up at the top of the reservoir.
All you see in the shots is just my head.
You don't, you see your shoulder, you just can't see that far because you've not got your specs on.
Let's start on the van, the camera.
You want to start the van on the okay in a minute, but not right now. We'll do it in a minute, okay?
I'll
So
do it in a minute.
where we are is it's a stunning location, but you can't see any of it because it's
The mist.
misty.
The mist. But we had a peaceful night, didn't we?
Oh, it was really nice, yeah.
It's lovely.
We packed up again and set off about 8 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
So it was already going dark. Forgot the blocks, so we're just on a slight slant, but
They don't need a road.
hey ho. And where we wanted to park up at the top,
There was somebody there.
yeah, there was a big overlander there. In fact, I got him. I'll put him in now on the
Just send the
drone
cars come in.
this morning, leaving. But that was right up at the top, but that would have been in the cloud this morning, so we're not too bad if we spin round. We would have been up at the back up here. Where are we? Can't see, but the road goes off up there and the top's up there, so you would have been able to stay.
Hello, you having a stretch? Faye's just having a morning stretch.
Freya's been naughty. She went out, went straight in that boggy puddle, and then as soon as the van door opened, she ran straight back in and jumped on my side of the bed, which was just bare sheet. So it's I wasn't happy, was I?
Furious, I'd say.
Furious. Absolutely soaked through. The brand new mattress all stained already because we've not got the mattress protector, the quilted topper yet. There she goes, straight in it. She can't help herself.
Water babe.
She's a water babe. But yeah, we're going to nip down into Buxton.
A bog trotter this morning.
She's a bog trotter. And my sheet shows it. We're going to nip into Buxton. We're going to buy a new sheet and a mattress protector. And we're going to get some supplies, and then we're going to come back up because this is supplies. This is a one-way system up from the reservoir, so you can only come up that way. We came in up on the top road, which you can't see any of, but I did get some lovely drone footage this morning, so I'll put that up, and we'll crack on with the morning. Well, it'd be rude to come to Buxton and not come to Buxton, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. There's the Opera House there.
Yeah, we're going to start at the Opera House and have just walk through the gardens, maybe walk around the Crescent as well. But It is very pretty here. We did look at getting married here, didn't we?
We did, yes, we did. But I think it was
Maximus.
too far, really, we decided, didn't we?
Yeah, even though we got, I mean, I think it was the ability to stay as well, wasn't it? But anyway, that's not here and there. Should we wander through the gardens? I think you can take dogs in, can't? Oh no.
Can you take dogs in here? No.
You used to be able to, didn't you?
Yeah, you go then.
Should I wander?
Yeah.
So you can't bring dogs in, but they've got the glass house, the old Victorian glass house. Oh wow, it smells lovely in here. Amazing. Some fishies, if you can see them. This side, there we are. So there's a restaurant and a cafe and a coffee shop here now, and then further on there's the big dome where they have all the functions. But it's very pretty. There you go, you can see the dome and the full outside of the glass house. The old bandstand. You can have your wedding photos. The river runs through the middle, you see? And then there's a lake down there as well. There she is. She's found the shiny thing. She's like a magpie.
So I've just been into the cafe there looking for a fridge magnet and no joy at all. And Max has just been on a ride.
Maximus and Shell are going to head back to the van. He only wants to chase the birds now. He got to go on his little roundabout. So he's happy. I'm just going to walk through the crescent and over to the other side and see if I can find a Peak District fridge magnet to go with our collection. This is the crescent. The little sheep are going to be the ones because they're very cute. Sterling moss there around the crescent. You wouldn't think they'd drive that fast. It was definitely faster than 30. Anyway, moaning again. Mission accomplished, fridge magnet acquired, and off back to them in the van now. There he is, the big fella sat at the side of the road. Where's Mum?
The back.
Oh, here.
Yay!
It doesn't say Peak District, but you'll like it. Where's Mum?
The back.
Oh, here.
Yay!
It doesn't say Peak District, but you'll like it.
Have a look. It's cool.
It's cute, isn't it? It can go with the others.
Go with the others.
We
started to head out of Buxton, but before we left, we nipped and picked up some supplies. Then we headed back out to the Goyt Valley. Single track road halfway up to find the waterfalls.
So Graham is getting attacked by me, which is left him. The mid tends to leave me alone, more to get me. But here's how he's dressed for the occasion today. Graham.
Enjoying the outdoors.
He's getting absolutely rabid, aren't you? Not in a good way.
Definitely not in a good way. We stayed at the waterfalls till Maximus had had enough, and then we headed back up the single track one-way road to the tops. Passing the Roman road on the left where we camped the night before, we headed out and crossed over the tops, heading for a place we'd found on Park for night. Lamelode Reservoir, well, I think that's how it's pronounced. If it's different, let me know in the comments. We keyed in the postcode and we followed the sat-nav. It took us into Rainow village and then told us to turn right into Lamelode Road. We followed the road, past the houses, and onwards. The views were absolutely stunning as we came down the road, and we passed a couple of small park-up areas. We followed the road right the way down till we came to the waterworks at the bottom of the reservoir. Now, there's no signs here, there's nothing to suggest it's not public. In fact, it says public footpath on the sign up there and no public access beyond this point on the sign into the waterworks. We decided to turn around and nip back up for the views where we could sit and have some tea and watch the sun go down. We didn't catch much of that footage, and unfortunately we were having trouble with the mic, so it missed everything I said here about the beautiful landscape and the sky, and the fact the wind was starting to pick up and the temperature was starting to drop. We made a decision that we'd head back down. We were sorting out the van. Once we were down at the bottom, we tucked ourselves away into the corner of what looked to be a small car parking area by the footpath that went up to the reservoir, and we started to prep the van for the night. Outside, we started to hear something that wasn't just Maximus or his tablets. So I opened the door to find a woman confronting Maximus, holding a German Shepherd by the neck, pulling him back, trying to intimidate Maximus. I stepped out and put myself between Maximus and the lady. Then she came at me. It was very strange. She then went off in a huff because I wouldn't be intimidated by her and a German Shepherd. We've owned German Shepherds. Not intimidated by Sheps at all, even though she was trying to hold him, pulling his head up and making his heckles stand. He just didn't intimidate me at all, and I wasn't bothered by him or her, or really the things she had to say. She wasn't being very nice. She definitely wasn't nice to Maximus. Anyway, she walked off, and we thought nothing more of it until this. Can I help you?
No, can I help you? Look,
Can you step back,
down
please?
here?
Can
I
you
know,
step back,
my
please?
wife said.
Can you step? My child and my wife are in this van. Can
right.
you step back from my door, please?
Right, okay.
Now. No, step back out of my personal space.
Yes,
Step
right.
back out of my personal
listen.
space.
No, you listen, mate.
The way he spoke and swore,
picnic
knocking on the
area.
door and coming right in my face.
proper picnic
You're a
area.
disgrace for coming up to my
Don't
child.
you say that.
Don't start.
No.
Don't start.
We'll get the
Don't start.
All right, mate.
Oh dear, what absolutely delightful human beings. I just don't understand people. Number one, the woman with the Shep. And then number two, the old fella who clearly wanted a fight. I mean, the way he went up to the window. And then wouldn't move back out of the space, swearing in front of Maximus, shouting in front of Maximus. And yes, you know, I am guilty of responding, but well, what are you supposed to do when someone will not step out of your doorway and is leaning in and trying to intimidate you, pointing their finger in your face and then threatening me out here? You've got to tell them this just isn't right. Now, Michelle wanted to call the police because obviously that is threatening and intimidating behaviour, what just transpired then, for basically parking in a place that has no restriction signs, no overnight parking signs. Now, they do say, it does say private road, but we came up and there was residential houses all the way up and we didn't see a private road sign. I will check back. When I got home, I checked who owns the road and I used to find my street, and as you can see, it's maintained at the public expense, so it's a public highway. We are going to have to leave now anyway because Maximus will not stay here. He won't settle here now after that. So we've moved and we're on the other side of the reservoir, and after that altercation, I'm just keeping an eye on for you. I don't really want to move again, but the only problem with coming to somewhere where people are is, of course, you have to share the space. Now, it is only 8:30 on a Saturday, so, you know, they're only having a bit of a campfire and playing some banging tunes, but, you know, it's not good for us. Maximus has just obviously been very upset, and Shell's just sorting him out now. I'm just letting Freya have a whittle. What time is it now? Coming off 9:30.
Yeah.
They seem to have turned it up.
We need to blast out. What's it called?
You couldn't write this stuff, could you?
We ain't got no sleep. What's it called?
Insomnia.
Yeah, we need to blast some insomnia. Get your dad down.
Honestly, you couldn't write it though.
No, you couldn't write on night tonight, could you?
This is why we've just been accosted, because what people expect is they're going to get what's going on next door, and all we want to do is what's going on in here.
Maximus is asleep,
Put the
snoring.
blinds up. Yeah, he's had his meds and he's
Freya's
gone.
asleep, snoring.
We're just hoping that they do finish before 11, because he gets to a point where he starts to stir and his meds start to wear off, and he will be awake at midnight.
Wow. Good morning, good morning. Morning, you alright? Oh, wait a minute.
We let the last night of debacle go and woke up afresh in the morning, starting again on another day. We did do a nice couple of bits to camera about how lovely it was at the top of that reservoir, but we still had the problems with the mic. It looks like it was a wire. It was stunning at Lamelode Reservoir. The people that we parked next to were only having a Saturday night. Maximus woke up happy and he had a good chat with our neighbours before we wandered down to the side of the reservoir, and I did send the drone up. That was probably the windiest drone flight I've ever done. Took the drone over to the other side of the reservoir, and as I came back, the wind was coming off the top of the reservoir and it was coming up the front of the reservoir as well, and that little DJI Mini got stuck in the wind, and I didn't think I was going to get it back. I was on a little panic at one point, but I managed to bring it right the way down and fly it back along out of the main force of the wind, and then get it down to the tree line where it was a bit sheltered and get it back to us. All in all, apart from the kerfuffle that occurred, we had a lovely weekend, and we try on our channel to not show negative things. We try and keep it really positive, but this was unfortunate and it was real life. It's not all sunset and rainbows, unfortunately. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the content, you can subscribe, ring that bell, and if you're looking for a battery, we highly recommend Roma, and there's a link to that in the description below. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.